And the Bulls will put total leather and will get started. Well, that'll give them good field position as he kicks it out of bounds.
Free kick out of bounds. Kicking team.
Looks like a penalty on the kickoff as the ball goes out of bounds. They'll operate out of split backs. Some misdirection with the counter. And he throws hands with that strong, stiff arm, but still not a lot of running room there. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. He's looking to throw. Got the quick pass. Excellent job working through the air there, finding a hole in that defense and picking up a first down.
One of the things that makes this guy so dangerous is how good he is after the catch. If he's got any space around him, he's able to burst. He's able to make people miss and get extra yards for his offense. You saw it right there.
He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
Well, just nothing doing on that last run, and they knew coming into this one they were going to be challenged, right? This is one of the best defenses in all of college football. For them to have any shot, they're going to have to do a lot better running the football.
The pull and throw off the RPO. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage. This is a 3rd and long. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Floating away. Trying to escape and get it himself. Got to protect the merchandise. Gets down without taking a hit.
Yeah, and the QB decided to take it himself. He got a little bit of pressure, you could see, and decided to take off, scramble, and couldn't get the first down. And now it's 4th down decision time. No matter where it is on the field or what the distance is, you know there's a chance. We still might go for it.
So USF's offense will try to get something started with their first possession. Here are our impact players for this game, and it goes beyond executing an assignment to make an impact in the game.
Yeah, obviously we were talking to both coaching staffs this week, and we asked them who needs to step up and play well. They immediately pointed to these guys right here. They are the key for their respective teams.
Yeah, and they don't always show up in the box score, but these are the guys that are the leaders. These are the guys getting everybody organized and have to play well for their team to succeed.
Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. Now on the option. He'll toss it. He steps out of bounds, but it will be enough for a first down.
And I don't care if I get it by 2, by 20, by 30, by 40. I just want to get the first down, understanding the situation, understanding where the sticks are. Doesn't have to be sexy, but I got to make sure I get to that stick, get to the first down mark.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Movement here from the tight end. Johnson looking to throw. Unloads to the wideout. He's got it. And they'll bring him down, but not before he picks up the first down. The Bulls are rolling down the field. Give to the back. Not much working there. It'll be 2nd and 9. Sometimes people say, if you're good enough, what's the big deal about going on the road? Well, if you're not careful, you might find out in a spot like this one, guys.
Yeah, no doubt about it. This is a hostile environment, and you know you're going to be getting the opponent's A game for this one. They've circled this one all off season, so they better be ready to bring it today, then.
And the hardest thing to do in college football is to go on the road. Everything about it changes. If you want to shut this crowd up early, you don't want to give them belief, because if it starts to build throughout the game, look out.
That'll get the job done and move the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 45.
And that's got to feel good if you're the offense, because 3rd down has been a bit of a problem all season long, but you love the way they're executing at this point, finding ways to keep
just flying through the air like a superhero to make the grab.
Man, I love those guys that are willing to put their body on the line, and he does it right here, man. Just lays out. That ball's coming in. You can see it from several yards out, making that play, laying out, keeping the football from touching the turf. Great concentration, great effort by the receiver.
As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Quick strike complete. And they give him enough for the first down. They'll move the chains, and let's see if they can snap it one more time here in the first. Defense has dominated the early part of this game, and the stats point that out emphatically. Well, based on that, we can hope to see a little more offensive explosion here in the second quarter as we get ready to get things started. And the Bulls getting set on 1st and 10. Wide receiver now comes in motion. Johnson wants to throw it. He's got it on the run. And he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. He wants to throw here on 2nd down. A little screen to the running back. They go up top to get it down to the 5-yard line as they try to pay off this drive.
Yeah, and you're going to see this offense find different ways to get this running back involved. It's not just going to be on handoffs, and they're certainly going to line him up in different places and even throw him the football. But the screen game's a big part of it, too. They're trying to get him going there.
The Bulls want to pick up the tempo. On 4th down, looking to pass. Incomplete, and the defense holds.
That is a great job by this defense, coming up big on 4th down where it matters the most. You could tell they were dialed in. They knew they were going to throw the football. The defense was locked in on the quarterback. Great job defending the pass, forcing the incompletion on 4th down.
Now here on 2nd down, see if they keep tossing it around. They go to the ground. And they try to run inside, and there is nowhere to go. On the play. So 3rd and short from inside the 20. You convert here, and this drive takes on a different complexion. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the middle. It's caught downfield. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands.
Hold it. Offense.
Holding penalties, the ultimate drive killer. We'll see if it costs this offense here. Line is set on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Finds a tight end down the gut. And they were looking for a chunk play, and they got it. The explosive picks up more than 30. They don't mind being aggressive from deep in their own end, and it paid off there as they've got it 1st and 10 from the 41. And he has a solid gain on the play before sliding.
Nice job by the QB, sitting back in the pocket. You can tell he wants to throw the football, go through his progressions. Nothing home, take off, and slide. I love the slide at the end. Don't take a big shot.
From the gun, they'll try the middle. And how about that interior defense stuffing the run for nothing?
How about the defender being a heat-seeking missile? He was on radar lock. He found the football and flew down with some bad intentions.
And the pass is intercepted. And he's brought down after the pick, but not before putting his offense in business.
And that's why as quarterbacks, you cannot telegraph the pass. You cannot stare down your receivers because these defenders, they're watching it. And that defender knew exactly where the QB was going with that football, and that's why he picked it off.
Still running at the 40. Oh, look out. And chunk plays are the name of the game, and they get one here before the defense finally makes the stop.
Defensively, you'll take the slow death. You'll take 3, 4, 5 yards a pop, but you can't give up the massive plays. You got to do a better job containing the football, making them run the guys, and get them on the ground.
Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he's sprinting. He'll take it all the way. Touchdown! Touchdown, Bulls.
And the option play, the quarterback basically blocks the edge defender. So you watch the edge defender comes to him, and he commits to him, and then he pitches the ball to the running back, and the running back can do his thing, running the football all the way to the house. But it's basically a block on the quarterback on the defensive play.
About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. Here's the return from inside his 10. He's able to work his way across the 25 to the 26 before going out of bounds. Virginia has it back. The Cavalier offense headed to the field. After that last pick, David, they really need to take care of the ball this time.
No doubt. And Palmer, I want to know what Spurrier said to you on the sideline after a pick.
Do that again, and you'll be right here beside me for the rest of the game. You got to go out. You got to call your plays, and I hope this coaching staff isn't going to be afraid to throw it this route.
The clock has reached the 2-minute mark, and they have a chance to at least cut into this lead before the break. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. He's looking to throw. Fires to the wideout. What a snag by the defense. Never had a chance to get rolling after the pick, but he gives them the ball in prime field position at the 40.
And this is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
Keeps the legs moving. That run epitomizes a veteran, savvy senior who knows how to find space. They'll start this one from the 29 on first down. The inside handoff. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
I love when players understand situations and they understand where the first down marker is and they understand where I got to get to. A lot of people you'll see run north-south and try to bounce out wide and make big plays. Sometimes it's not.
Looking for the end zone. And the ball is picked off. He'll go out of bounds, but just what they needed to get the ball back.
You can't give points away when you're a QB. You have to understand, I got to be aggressive, and it's tough in the red zone because those are really tight windows. But, man, the one thing I cannot do is turn the football over. I got to make sure I get points. Really poor decision. Great play by the defense.
He wants to start this drive with a pass. Looking deep down the right side. And the ball is caught. He's inside the 35. Touchdown, Virginia. And once he found daylight, it was Katie bar the door, baby.
Yeah, and the passing game comes through, man, and we need more of that in the second half. An extra point away from tying this football game. We trailed a little bit in the first half, stayed calm. If this passing game can continue to heat up, look out in the second half.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. Splits the uprights. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
A lot of eyeballs on your game, guys, and a few on this interesting matchup as well. Florida is down right now inside the swamp, but this young man under center today has shown some moxie. We could see a legend born in Gainesville today. It's less than a touchdown lead. They're trailing by 6 to Oklahoma. We promise to keep you posted on what goes down in this exciting college football matchup.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Just a great job defensively, making him go through his progressions, and he really didn't have time to do it.
And that's exactly what you do in zone coverage. You drop in your spots, you read the quarterback's eyes, make sure you take away that quick stuff, and a great job rushing the passer.
Sends it downfield. It's complete. A huge pickup. And they'll do more than move the chains. They'll move that thing more than 30 yards down the field before he's finally stopped. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play. Get a big play like that last one, you flip the field, you change the momentum. Now it's 1st and 10 from the 38. Wide receiver coming across in motion. quarterback reacting to what the D is showing. Looking to move it through the air. Going back to the well, another deep ball. He snares it in the end zone. Touchdown, South Florida.
And I just love the execution by this offense. Late in the half, man, you want to take the lead. You want to get that momentum on your side, and they do it. They finish it with the passing game. And I'll tell you what, keep that passing game up. You can keep this lead, keep the momentum, and keep putting up numbers.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Everybody and their brother showing blitz. Fights off a defender. Just wanted to find a little space to run and ekes out some to get it up to the 21. Well, this is kind of weird. They're not even going to try to run a play. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
All right, guys, looks like we've got a great atmosphere today in Charlottesville.
And the Cavaliers will kick it away to start the second half. He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. South Florida has it back, and the Bulls offense will return to the field. If it's working, why change it? And that running game was working in the first half. I imagine we'll see a lot more of it here in the third quarter.
And you just know the offensive line was telling their coordinator, put this on us. Let us continue to go out there, push these guys around. We can put this game on our back and end this thing by running the ball.
And this is a manhood question for this defense. Like, as a defensive lineman, and you're pounding the rock, like, I got to physically rise to this challenge. This defense has to play more inspired and more physical in the second half.
That pass is incomplete, and they're probably fortunate that it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. Third down conversion's always a huge stat, and they've got a third and long from the 27. Johnson looking to throw. And that pass intercepted. Oh, what a cut! And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
We've just seen in this game the ball has just gotten away from him a little bit. A couple of times, just hasn't been able to put it where he wants to. And as a result, that's now his second pick thrown in this game.
Virginia sending its offense back onto the field. They'll come out on this drive and let it rip. And the quarterback will take a sack back at the 36. Really need to find a productive play this time on second and long. He's looking to throw. And the defense gets loose, bringing the heat, and down he goes again. I'm not positive, but that first down marker might be in the next county. On third and long, doesn't need to take the check down. And the pressure gets to him again, another sack.
Does this offense want to keep throwing the football, honestly? Because you've now been sacked 3 times in a row. You're proving that you cannot block these guys. They have to have a complete shift, I think, in their approach to how they want to attack this defense.
The Cavaliers line up to punt it away. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. That thing goes straight up like a rocket. Tell the blimp guys to look out. Everybody stays in their lanes well enough, and they stop him at the 31-yard line. South Florida ready to send the offense back onto the field. One of the most valuable things a quarterback can have, David, short-term memory. Just forget that last pick.
You're dang right. Clear the mechanism. It's over, move it behind you. Some players can't do that real well, and it leads to more mistakes, Jesse. You got to just forget about it and move on.
And I think the coaching staff can help him too, David. I think you can get the running game going here and also give him some easy throws.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Johnson wants to throw it. Quickly complete. Still on his feet at the 45. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down. New set of downs after that completion. He'll ride his man on the option. He'll toss it. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
You see all this movement in football now. All the stint, the defensive line, they're sliding right before the snap, creating confusion for the offensive line. Then they're moving back and stunting. Really good job by the defense. Continue to move, continue to stunt, continue to get in the backfield and make this life hard on this running back.
On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Snagged in the middle. It's not. Moving deeper into enemy territory. Move the chains. It's first down at the 27. And the Bulls are moving quickly down the field. Grab behind the line. It's not. And that corner came in hot despite knowing that he was giving up some size. The Bulls are threatening in the red zone. The receivers telling the quarterback what they see. The aerial assault continues. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical in pass deep.
You know, it's difficult for QBs sometimes when you're throwing to your running backs because they're not receivers. You really got to be perfect with the ball placement. You got to make that a catchable throw. A little bit too tough for the RB on that.
Looking to throw for it. Throws to the tight end. He caught it. And he wanted the score badly, but the defense wrestles him down at the 2. And the Bulls have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. They'll run the option. He'll toss it. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, USF. The offense flexes its muscle a bit and widens the gap.
Take a little exhale. You know, you did your job. You got points. Now you put your defense in a position where, hey, go out and get another stop. We're in great shape, so the offense definitely taking care of their business.
And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. The returner will field it and try to do some business. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Virginia has it back. The Cavalier offense headed to the field. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point of the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great, so I know offensively I got to put some good possessions together here, make something happen on this side of the football.
Defense there to stop him after a gain of 1 to the 22.
I never know if it's grammatically correct to say a team is being out-physicaled. You hear it a lot in football, though. That's happening in this game. They are just not getting the push they need all game long up front to have any success when they decide to run it.
How about getting the foot down on that throw for the big completion? And the Cavaliers headed quickly to the line.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on 3rd down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting through his progression.
He's going to be able to pick up a few yards before the slide. We've come to the end of the quarter, and USF is on top. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. One more quarter to play, and it might be unlikely, but hey, it's college football. Comebacks happen. 2nd down now as they're ready to go back to work. Pulls and throws off the RPO. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up.
I love defenses that can tackle the catch. right away. You're not giving up any yak. As soon as that player has the ball, he goes down now.
3rd and short coming here right from the midfield stripe. He'll try to pop the draw. Only able to pick up a yard before he stopped, and now it's 4th and 3.
And you can tell, all eyes on this dude. Like, this defense is dialed in. They're going to try to continue to stop the run. You can tell, Palmer, it's the main focus of this defense.
Yeah, when we know with this offense, too, they go how this guy goes, and they've just never been able to really get him into a rhythm in this game, and you have to give the credit to the defense. They've been more physical at the point of attack. They've had a good game plan, and the offense just has not been able to counterpunch.
Really putting together a threat now. They get the first. It's at the 37. From that spot on the field, you had to expect them to go for it, and it worked out.
Why the heck would you not go for it? I mean, I almost want to go for it on every part of the field, but especially once you start to get this deep in territory, but you're also field goal. This distance, it's a little bit of a longer kick. He's trying to keep this drive alive and try to go get extra points.
Back to the line after the incompletion. 2nd and 10 from the 37. He's looking to throw. Got it in the middle. It's moved. They make the stop right there. Good pickup. It's still short of the first down.
And I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
Bully ball on 3rd and short. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
You got to give this defense credit because they have bottled this guy up all game long. He's one of the best running backs in all of college football. Everybody was expecting him to have a big one today. Don't tell that to this defense, though. They've played with great effort. They've gotten hats to the football, and they have been able to shut him down.
And they finally make the tackle, but this will be a pretty easy conversion for this offense. Movement from the linebackers trying to mess with the offensive line's assignments. They'll wrap him up, and he didn't find the same kind of running room this time as he did on the previous play. On 2nd down, he'll let it fly. He's got it. And he'll step across the sidelines after making a good gain on that one.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
Tight quarters deep in the red zone, but they can pick up a first down without scoring. 3rd down. Quarterback extends the play. And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, Cavaliers. They got the score they needed, but this isn't over.
Now, don't call it a comeback yet. The first part, step 1 accomplished. But this offense obviously still has work to do, but the defense has to go out and get a stop and get him the ball back.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Guys, let's take a look at what's happening in a great college football matchup. Virginia Tech is in danger of getting demolished today. And while this is only one game, I think anyone who knows this will linger for some time. They're trailing by 17 to Syracuse. We've got our eye on this one and everything else going on throughout the day, guys.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final.
Well, at this point of the game, with the lead in the fourth quarter, deep in their own end, they're going to want to run the football, no doubt. The defense knows that, and they're going to be trying to rip it out, seeing if they can get a takeaway to set up their offense in great field position. So ball security right here has got to be big.
Hey, get him on the ground after he gets enough to move the sticks. We have arrived at the 2-minute warning, a one-possession game as this offense tries to hold on. Wide out in motion. Quarterback flips it ahead quickly to the receiver. Just working and poking and prodding and finding his way up to the 36. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. Wouldn't be surprised to see them go right back to the run on second down and maybe put this thing away. The give and tick, 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 tick. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. Coming to the line of scrimmage on third down. Got it, looking for the first down. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. The Bulls have it with a 1st and 10. Takes this handoff and headed to the right. They'll finally drag him down, but not before he gets it to the 40, and it's a first down.
First down, physicality wins football games. Being able to run the football and create balance. And right here, just choose up another first down, gives you another chance to maybe continue to run the football.
And I feel like this guy, too, is just an explosive play waiting to happen. His vision, his quickness, and he's got a burst. If you give this guy just a crease,
running wide open down the gut of the field. Touchdown, Bulls! He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch him. They extend this lead, and it looks as if they are going to make it 2 wins in a row.
And, you know, late in the games, offenses sometimes get conservative when they got the lead and they got the ball. I love this offense. They were aggressive. They got another score added to the lead. Now you're trying to salt this game away.
Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive.
Set to advance on the football.
On the move from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Virginia sending its offense back onto the field. They unleashed an aerial assault last time that took them right to the end zone, David.
So, Reese, with that drive, I think you've accomplished something you wanted to accomplish. Make this defense think. You can put them back on their heels. Now, shoot, Palmer, you might be able to slip a few runs in on this drive to really jack them up.
yeah, I like that idea, but I also like the fact that speed kills. They've got it at the receiver position, so if you've got one-on-one matchups, man, take advantage.
And a little too much adrenaline on that throw never gave his receiver a chance.
And sometimes you got to know when to give it up, right? As a quarterback, you feel it. You can't hold it that second too long when bad things can really happen. You could tell the clock went off, and he was throwing that puppy away.
It's complete on the right side. They didn't quite get that route run deep enough to pick up the first down. Now they've got a 4th and short.
And I think everybody at home tends to yell at their television set. Why aren't you getting past the first down marker? Why did you run your route short? Defense did a good job knowing where that was. But now, 4th down, offense has to make a decision.
Now they've got to hustle to the line and get set.
The ascent through the air is incomplete. Brings up second down.
Offense gets set for second down. He's looking to throw. Makes his connection. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense. Fresh set of downs after the completion. Going up top on first down. He'll try to do it himself. They are on the move down to the 32, and they pick up another first down. The Cavaliers in the hurry-up. And they spike it and get the clock stopped.
Incomplete. It's now second down.
Let's see what they've got on second down. He's looking to throw. Unloads it left. A strike downfield. That is exactly what you're looking for when you talk explosive plays. The defense finally able to make the stop.
Intended throw is incomplete. It's second down.
Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity.
29 Philly.
He's looking to throw. They're bringing heat. And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15. Got to be quick. Clock's at 10.
Brings up third down.
He spikes it. Clock stops as they try to rally late.
Coming up, fourth down.
Got it.
And here we go. Final play of the game right here.
Easy.
On fourth down, going to the air. Into the end zone. And that is interception number 3 on the day. And he takes the interception return out of bounds, and that's how we'll wrap it up. They won the game today. That's 2 in a row. If they win the next one, it's called a winning streak. It's been done before.
And we're seeing the identity of this team come into fruition. You just get the sense they're finding out who they are, what they're about, what they're going to do schematically, and who their big playmakers are.
Which is tough to do, right? It's tough to grow throughout a season and understand who you are. But when you stack wins week after week on top of each other and start to have success, you start to grow as an identity and you start to understand who you are.
So that's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, I'm Reese Davis saying so long. This has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.